Hey, all. Just wanted to give a quick check-in update on the cut for the winter. Um, since I missed my workout Friday, which I said I may or may not get to, I wanted to just at least kind of go over the past few days of nutrition, how we did on calories, macros, and so all that good stuff. Long story short, we did some Christmas things, got a Christmas tree on Friday. It snowed on Saturday, ended up doing a lot of shoveling and stuff, so got a little bit of extra calorie burning in there. But um, since Thursday was Thanksgiving, I real quick wanted to like show you guys how that actually went for me. Since I gave some tips on like the one plate rule and like prioritizing protein and desserts and that kind of stuff. So real quick, let me get my phone pulled up here. And so here's the actual plate that I got. You can see it's loaded up with turkey. There's a little bit of ham, a couple of deviled eggs. There's a couple of deviled eggs that were already eaten by the time this picture got taken. Um, some green beans, corn, mashed potatoes, gravy, and a little bit of green bean casserole there on the left side. Um, and I did go back for a second helping of turkey. I was just feeling a little bit hungry still, and then some dessert that we'll see when we get to the calories here. So, what that ended up looking like, if I go back to Thursday, was for the day we ended up at 2,600 calories, or just about, which our goal was to stick to under 2,900 calories, which is my TDEE. So, thumbs up there. The way that I accomplished that was by skipping breakfast, just sticking with coffee. Thanksgiving lunch, or Thanksgiving was a lunch for my family, and all those things that I just listed, I tracked as accurately as I could. I did bring. I don't know if you can see my scale. So I did measure ish things, like I measured the actual mashed potatoes. That was 100 grams, and that's being generous because some of that was gravy. Same with the turkey breast and gravy down here. Again, that was turkey and gravy. Um, and then the last bit of turkey that I had down here, 110 grams, that second helping of turkey was just turkey. But we estimated on a lot of things, like this green bean casserole is just some recipe that someone has on this app. Sweet corn, we're just estimating. It looked like a half a cup to me. Side of green beans, that's just like a side from like Texas Roadhouse or something like that. So this is gonna be less than 100% accurate. But the fact is that I did try to faithfully estimate, um, what it was. I didn't try to kind of under or sandbag or undercut what I did. I think the thing that um, that I did plan on doing that I didn't do was the desserts. I was going to split the pie in half and split a cinnamon roll in half and just call that one dessert. I ended up just having one of each, and that's why you see the cinnamon rolls on here twice, because I went back. I did for the other half. So I mean that happens sometimes. You don't have the self discipline that you wanted, and honestly, I don't even view it as a form of like, oh, I failed. Like I wasn't super disciplined. Is a holiday. I knew that I had the calories to spare, and so I just went for it. Um, Later that evening, I wasn't feeling super hungry because I did have a good, big meal. So I just some protein yogurt for dinner, and a protein bar in the evening just to kind of keep my stomach full. And this Landjaeger here is just a form of sausage that my uncle gave me before we left the house. So um, with protein, we ended up at 160 grams, which is close to our 180 gram target. Obviously, most of the times, if I were actually hitting 26 or 2,900 calories, I would probably regularly want to see that protein ratio elevated closer to 200 grams. Being a holiday, I will make an exception. And the last thing that I want to point out is this peppermint gum. That's another kind of tip or trick that I use to help um, hit my calorie goals. Is a lot of times after a meal, I like to have something sweet. I feel like I have to have that, even if I'm not still super hungry. And so I like to just pop a piece of gum, and I'll do that a couple times a day. So Friday ended up being, I wanted to get back down to that 16 or 1700 calories, but Wasn't really feeling super duper motivated. It was still very, had a lot of holiday themes to it, a lot of holiday vibes. We went and got a Christmas tree. At the Christmas tree farm, they had chocolate covered pecans, which I've estimated here as these chocolate covered almonds. Um, and then, other than that, not too bad of a day, a pretty decent lunch. Um, you can see lots of protein, 56 grams of protein to 559 grams of, or 559 calories. Um, and at dinner, I was just, yeah, feeling hungry. So I ate quite a bit of, you know, basically like a taco salad with salsa, a couple of taquitos that we made with turkey, some cheese dip and tortilla chips because we were decorating the Christmas tree and just kind of snacking, and then some cabbage soup and half of a taquito because I was still hungry. So yeah, I'm not like super disappointed with going over the 1600 again. It's more like 1800 is the goal. Got close to 180 grams of protein, which is good. The reason I'm not disappointed is because I knew I still had Saturday and Sunday, and you can see Saturday hit 1700, almost 180 grams of protein. So we're getting back on track. Just like some soup, a taquito, popcorn, protein bar, more cabbage soup, more leftover turkey, some jerky, protein yogurt, those chocolate covered pecans, gum, protein bar. And then today we've ended up right just over 1643 with coffee and a protein Pop Tart, some protein lasagna, carrot because I was feeling hungry and I knew that I wanted to stay closer to 16 or 1700 calories. So I ate a carrot to help fill me up, a couple of protein bars to help get some protein. And then for dinner, a cup of venison chili and a cup of the low cabbage soup. Um, the thing that I would have maybe taken back was the second helping of caramel rice snacks, just because it's mostly carbs. So that was just something I was feeling hungry. Maybe I could have gotten like a salad or a cucumber or pickle or something like that that could have satisfied that hunger just as well without basically for like a tenth of the calories. But overall, the calories for the week will probably end up probably in that 1800 or yeah. So I think I did the math earlier, about 1842. So hitting the goal. And we can see it more importantly here in the weight. So the average for the week is 196.2. And if you remember, the week prior was 198.1. So hitting that 1800 or 1900 calories is our goal to be able to lose 2 pounds per week. And we've pretty much hit that, even with the big increase from, when I weighed in Thursday morning to Friday morning, I jumped 2.2 pounds, 194.4 to 196.6. And that's going to be obviously because of the bigger meal, more sodium, more water weight it held on to. And then Friday, we, still didn't get back down to our normal calories. So we still held on to some of that. But then Sunday, we're starting to come back down. So I anticipate tomorrow morning having a couple of days of lower calories will get us back on track to hopefully get down to in the 194 range next week on average. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to get back into a good rhythm, a good routine. It's December is starting, so we've got about 3 or so weeks of normal, boring, just simple workout, hit our calories, right? And I like that. I like being able to have 3 weeks of kind of like routine. Let me stop this recording. And then hopefully that'll set us up to go into the holidays in a good position. And that will be a struggle because Christmas for my family is one with my dad, one with my mom, one with my in-laws. And that's all within like a week. So it's a little more challenging than Thanksgiving, where you just have one day to account for. So I'll be thinking about that, and obviously we'll be talking about it as it comes up, like what are going to be my strategies to try and hit a reasonable calorie goal for that week of like Christmas, the week basically the Saturday before, the week of, and then honestly the week after for New Year's Eve and stuff too. So stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow for push day.